How old do you feel?
I've always felt very old. Even as a 7-year-old kid, I felt like a 40-year-old. Now my body's catching up to like my attitude. I look like a female sometimes. What are you gonna do?
Do you ever try playing into it?
I'm a hot chick, dude.
Would you monetize on OnlyFans?
I'd sell some feet pics easily. I would take requests. Hey, I'll give you $100 to like step on some eggs.
$100? Yeah, easy. Yeah, I'll do that all day.
I wouldn't put my feet in shit.
Just do 3 jellos. Just farm jellos. What made man from monkey? Man stood up on his hind legs. Be so scary if a monkey just stood up on its hind legs. Like, what does it know?
Some chimpanzees, they were supposedly going through an evolution of their own. They were discovering maybe metal tools.
I believe it. Could be possible. Why not? What if the brain is just like a system of evolution? Why would humans be that unique? What, like, we're the only animals that can think things that is a human thought?
But they don't have iPhones.
Yeah, so we win. It was the monkeys. That's the ones that did it. We're first.
As we get more towards 10 billion on the planet.
How many are there now?
7 or 8. It's going to get to the point where things that are niche are going to have hundreds of millions of fans. They say the future, everyone's going to be famous. It's going to be a big part of the economy. There's going to be consumers and producers. America making producers.
Welcome everyone to the OG Pod. I'm here with Victor Martinez, comedian from LA, now in Austin, Texas, host of the High Tonight Show.
Yes, sir.
What's
going
on,
for having
dude?
me again, man. I missed this.
Yeah, me too.
I'm really glad to be back.
Dude, we had such a good conversation last time. Mm-hmm. I was excited to talk.
That shit got deep, dude. I remember.
Yeah. We got into the weeds. Mm-hmm. Okay, so tell me, what is a comedian and why do we want to say random shit in front of the internet?
Oh, we're kind of like, okay, so what do? We're kind of like magicians, right? Like we do a form of like a mass like we get the whole crowd. I've been thinking about like the science of what a laugh is, like what it does to you. Think about it. Like when something just hits you real fast, you don't decide to laugh, right? Like it's a gut reaction. Totally. Your body's laughing before you even realizing it. And you can't stop it. Like if something's really funny. And it's what is it doing? It's cutting up air, forcing it out of you. Sometimes you're laughing so hard you can't even breathe because what? What happened in your brain? Someone said something or something happened that was either relatable.
Yeah, what is a joke? What makes something funny?
It's like you hear it
unexpected,
it's obvious and unexpected. It's like I didn't know he was gonna say that, but also of course he said that. Yeah. Right? Or like
I heard somebody like identify a bunch of different categories of jokes on a podcast the other day. Can't remember who it was or what they said.
Yeah, and there's different types of laughter. There's laughter. It's like, oh, I feel bad for someone, or there's awkward laughter. A lot of times I'll be laughing out of just like, this is weird. Everything's so weird.
Yeah, like the Holocaust.
Yeah. See that little giggle?
We support Kanye on this podcast, okay? We're supporters of Ye.
These are Yeezys.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, so you're breaking your thing, huh? Here you go. First one in 4 days.
I am breaking my weed fast. It's been 4 days. Anyone who knows me knows that that could be a 4,000 years.
Did you do that consciously? You were like, I'm going to take 4 days off. Or I'm going to just see how long I can go without.
I'm just not smoking at nights anymore.
Okay.
And so, yeah, just like.
I'm an all-day smoker. It's probably sometimes the first thing I do. It's often like a big choice between... should I get coffee first? Should I take a shit first? Or should I roll a blunt first? It's usually a shit first.
I also love smoking. We just got to get these guys to grow some new lungs, right? Like we're young men. You're quite younger than I am.
I would take a new lung.
I would take a new
lung.
I
was born with asthma, so I bet mine have damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're working on it. We got all these AIs like I like to talk about.
Oh, dude.
And,
since you talked about that, I've been playing with AI. I've been playing with, so there's the one on Discord. I know you know how to use it way better than I do because you use the prompts.
Yes.
So you say like, imagine / and then you put down like, you got to be as descriptive as possible. And I don't know how to do that quite yet. Like I'm not that literate, so I don't know how to say what I really want to see. Right. And some people are so good at that. They're like, here, take this picture and give me like a drawing from the Renaissance era from a certain painter. And the AI will do all that. But me, I'm just kind of looking for, weird kind of, I'm trying to fuck around and just make random posters or something like that.
Dude, the new versions of these models that are coming out, I think are going to be mind-blowing. So we have GPT-3, which is the text generator. The same company that makes DALL-E 2, which is an image generator. The new version of GPT-3, they call it a step function. Basically, like it's 10 times better, 100 times better than the previous version.
What makes it faster?
You know, it's hard to say. I can't imagine it being so much better. Like, I don't think anyone knows, right? It's all under NDA,
The biggest
non-disclosures.
They can't tell us like their technology, right? You know, but they need to improve on the fingers.
Yeah, we're not getting enough satisfaction, gratification. Anyway, yeah.
That's the biggest thing they need, the hurdle. And the improvements, from what I've seen, the improvements that they're working on and how fast these images can render and how
Do you see
accurate.
the Netflix special that had like CGI?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, like they're already using AI to create content, create movies, create
Which
stuff.
one?
I don't know what it's called. I didn't actually watch it. Somebody told me about it.
Wow.
I got to catch up on my movies. Really,
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah, I want to go watch Avatar.
Yeah.
That's some there's no AI in that, but that's some CGI right there.
I hope they improved on the story. I hope it's not just Pocahontas 2.
We'll see. I heard there's like a lot of kid stuff, a lot of like kidnapping.
There's no humans in this one.
Is
It's
that
all
right?
aliens. Or I mean, all like, what do they call them?
Navi.
The Navi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna go check that shit out soon. I got to. That's a theater experience that I can't wait too long because I actually do want to.
I saw Top Gun in the theater with Nate De La Hoya, you know?
He's in it?
Do you know? Yeah, he was an extra in it.
Wow, that's cool, man. No,
bringing back the buddies.
Wow, fucking A, dude. Tom Cruise.
Dude, that movie wasn't. I mean, it was crazy. It was an experience.
He's 60 now or something like that.
He gives me hope.
Because you are already a young looking dude, but like if you
I'm
just
almost
keep
40.
on that, yeah, dude, man, you keep on that road. This is you. Because no kids.
How old do you feel?
I've always felt very old. Even
Really?
as
Okay.
a 7-year-old kid, I felt like a fucking 40-year-old person.
Yeah.
And now my body's catching up to like my attitude, but fucking
Some kids are 40.
yeah.
They say
dude.
shit and you're like, what? That was wise.
Like not even just beyond old soul. I'm just like always been kind of boring and like mellow and I was always like a fat kid, so I wasn't always like hyper and shit like that.
I mean, I've seen your comedy. You're getting out there. You're doing shit.
I'm trying to get more physical in my comedy. That's one thing that I've been active and attentive about is like I do want to like, you know, I want to get more animated with like all the maybe just jokes that I already do and just kind of make them physical more.
Dude, you're bringing out one of my favorite topics is Gestalt.
Who's that?
Gestalt is Steve Martin. I mean, it's just a word, but he described it in his book. It's like everything that you bring on stage is the Gestalt. So I've said this before, but, you know, like it's how you're presenting yourself, how you're dressed. What is the energy? Compare the energy of who's like a comic who you love their energy.
Whose energy do I love? Eddie Izzard? You know who that is?
No,
he's
what's
a
his
good
energy?
actor.
Yeah,
Oh my
I probably know
gosh.
him. I probably know him.
He doesn't do jokey
probably know
jokes.
his
He
face.
tells stories. He's a British actor, and he does one man shows and stuff like that. Lots of, I don't know if he's done anything recently, but yeah, his aura and his style of saying things, just his general personality. That's a lot of what we're selling up there.
Yeah, right.
Is like not just the what we're saying, but like the type of person we were.
Yeah.
When we said it. Here you go, sir. Gestalt.
Gestalt.
I feel like saying
And
bless
so
you.
it's even just like he would go up with a banjo. And if you're doing a music act, that's different than a wrestling act or a whatever, stage act. And so everything that you bring into every performance is like, yeah.
It's like the overall tone.
Yeah, it sets the tenor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been told about that. Like even before I was just barely starting, and I wasn't always looking for feedback, but people would tell me what they thought, and they wouldn't always tell me I was funny, but that I had good stage presence, and that's probably something part of that. It's just about how you hold yourself up there.
What do you think you project? I could tell you a little if you want.
Oh yeah, no, I'd love to hear it, but what I'm going for is definitely I've always wanted to put a presentation that's bigger than me, that it's like bigger, that's something that I'd want to see. but it was never played down. You know, some people get on stage and they kind of shrink, you know, or like they'll kind of hide inside their phone, or like they'll fucking get smaller, you know, just generally.
Is there anyone who does it where you like it, where it's like part of their character or performance or whatever?
Like a famous one, you know, because they're playing into how skinny they are. What was that heroin guy? What's his name? He was on that 70s show. Fuck, what was his name?
Oh yeah, Hyde.
No, well, he died. He was a comedian.
I don't know. I only know the main characters.
Damn, people are gonna be so mad at me because he's a very famous comedian. But yeah, that kind of reminds me of him. Mitch Hedberg.
Oh, was he on that 70s show? That's
for a
funny.
few episodes.
Really?
On before he died.
I saw it when I was growing up, but I don't remember that.
Yeah. He was. I mean, I want to say he was probably like some like shop. I think he worked at a store, something like a record store, or something like that, if I remember correctly.
No, that was it. Like the druggy guy that worked at a record store. That wasn't him.
Maybe I'm wrong. IMDb that was fucking Mitch Hedberg in that 70s show.
Dude, this is why we need AI.
Out of my ass.
How freaking cool is it going to be within like a year when we just have a speaker right there and we're just like asking Siri basically.
Yeah, I would call it Jamie.
I mean, you can't help but do it just for the culture, right? Like it makes sense. Just call it whatever. Call it Jarvis.
Yeah.
Call it Jarvis. And
I'll call it bitch. Hey, bitch.
Depends on how she's acting, right? You call it Jarvis and you could just ask it anything and get live answers.
Mm-hmm. And then what's the point of even living then? Like you never have wonder anything.
So we could do this shit just with Jarvis.
Yeah. No one could ever lie again.
Oh, yeah. Do you think that's true?
No, people will always have some way of like getting around that. We're very clever little creatures. That's exactly why we're here.
I think it's like a war where there is some increased ability to determine people's lives. And it seems to be because technology networks everything and everyone together, right? So there's a lot more information flowing around. Mm-hmm. And information is just kind of like, you know, out there. And I think that's why it's harder to lie and will be continuously harder to lie. What if everyone for 1,000 years has had Neuralink? Mm-hmm. You know, like, did you ever play StarCraft?
No, I think I've heard of it.
It's like a online war game basically where you just go and like there's 3 races and you fight. You know, it's like there's a name for those. What are those games called? Something?
EA Sports?
No, it's like like there's RPG.
Okay. Yeah.
It's one of those. MMO, is that it? MMO. But basically, it's a battle game. Anyway, one of the races is called Protoss, and they all have Neuralinks. And they all basically have their minds networked together at the same time. It's like part of the lore. Mm-hmm. And so why was I saying that?
Are they still capable of like each individual thought, but they are all just all aware of it?
Yes, exactly. So everyone is having their individual thought. It's just simultaneously shared throughout the species at the exact same moment.
Is that good though?
I don't know, but like in the lore, it ended up getting severed. And that was like part of like everyone like died basically. No, they were still themselves, but they lost the connection to everyone else.
Well, I don't know if I'd want that. I wouldn't sign up for it if it was available. I'm sure that my kid would.
These days. I
would be the old timer who's just like, you kids in your Neuralink. In my day, none of us knew each other's thoughts. We could be perverted and racist when we wanted to in our own heads.
Yeah, seems like kind of an advantage to be able to know everyone's thoughts, though. In
a good and a bad way. Yeah. I mean, there's just no mystery to anything anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Does that mean there's no freedom? It's like, I'd want to escape from that. I wouldn't want to know what the fuck everyone was thinking all the time.
What if everyone's like thinking the same thing though?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
that's probably.
I think we're all like, generally.
We're all just like, is that weird? Was I weird just now?
Yeah, and then everyone's like, yes, it was, and they don't think about it. Whatever. Yeah, everything's weird.
Am I weird?
But that's part of their history. So we could talk about AI comedy on the comedy side. And just not even on that, on like the production of content and creation side, which I'm very into and I can't stop talking about. And it's like freaking crazy what you can do with AI.
Yeah, man. I still don't trust it. I mean, it's not like I feel like it's ever going to take over anything, but I'll never trust it enough to believe that it is, like, at the end of the day, capable of what do
Sentience?
we I would never respect a computer's opinion. I would take it and I would like analyze it and I would take it for what it is, but I would take a human's opinion over it probably. Or
it's hard to take an NPC seriously.
Yeah, the biggest thing is this, like, okay, so you talk about living forever, right? Mm-hmm. So you think that if we can get AI to the point where it can replicate what a human brain's capable of, okay? And then you put yourself in it and then boom, you're living forever. But the truth is, but you think that you are.
Well, no, I know I'm not.
You know you're not.
Whatever I am is not. Right. Yeah. And I wouldn't do it to the last possible moment, although I would do daily archives if I could.
The only way I'd accept it is if it's my chunky ass like brain, like if it's actual like my brain. Like
what if
you
it's
take my brain out of my body
from your normal experience, but it feels 25% better?
What?
Don't you think people would probably be in trouble if that happened?
But it would. What are we talking about? Like the Matrix? Like your meat body's plugged into that?
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Like,
and it just felt like a truer version of yourself, like a better version.
I wouldn't say that it's real, and I'd know even if I was enjoying myself, like I'm like, I know this isn't real. You know?
There's a book about this virtual world. It's called The Game, and the people basically get their minds hacked because they can't realize they're in VR.
Mm-hmm. Dude, what are you gonna do about that, though?
I don't know. I mean, it's like asking about God or whatever.
What do they want? You know, what do they want with their bodies? Why would you want to hack someone?
I don't think we're in any real world going to get VR to that level where it's better than our experience, but as a hypothetical, in like a couple 100 years, maybe. Now, the question with longevity is how long are people going to live? My grandma, she's 99. Like, that's crazy.
Is your grandma for real 99?
For real, yeah.
She's alive right now? That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
she's alive. So cool. She's on Instagram or on Facebook.
Hi, Nana. That's fucking cool,
Anna.
man.
Awesome.
Man,
sorry. We'll edit that out. I'll edit that out. You can't be naming our grandmas on there. Fuck, it's on YouTube. Sorry, grandma. She's just a sweet old lady. Send her flowers. Jesus.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Wow, but would she want to get integrated, or would she want to be in VR world?
I would hope so.
Yeah,
I would hope.
See, that's something I bet that if I ever live that long, I might have a whole different opinion. Because by then your quality of life is so bad physically. It wouldn't be the worst to escape virtually until your brain decomposed, and then you are dead.
Yeah, and so then you just live
like
as a computer program.
Grandma's on the computer until
I don't know.
I'd go visit her like that. That's cool.
What if it was like super real?
Yeah, that's fine.
I think it's fine for after you die.
Then you start wondering about like, okay, so if it's super real. And you wouldn't know until you experience it. Those Matrix rules, like if you die in there, you die. Does your body get hurt?
Well, I think that you only go in there fully once you die. Is the idea. But then you probably go in as any version you want. You just pick a file, and so it's artificial, it's synthetic.
Would you do that?
Yeah, definitely.
So okay, but you talk about die. Okay, your body's dead. So what's in the computer then?
Just my avatar.
And what's your avatar?
Like my Bitmoji, how he dressed, how he, like whatever. The things
best
he would have said.
They could do is just take
like
data.
the caricature, is that the word, of the person? It's not them. It's just a representation.
And you'd be happy with that?
I'd rather have that than nothing.
Well, I mean, how do you know you don't have anything?
I don't know.
That's the thing. You'll be dead. Maybe
you die and you're reborn,
in a computer.
No, like as a snail or whatever. Like if you did it wrong, what's better than human? As a Navi? I don't know.
I felt like I was probably an animal in my most recent life.
Oh yeah,
like a chill one.
Yeah, what kind? What kind of animal?
Maybe like a big old tortoise or something, or like a horse.
A horse.
Yeah, like a chill horse that like I could run, but I didn't.
What would be a good animal? I mean, don't you kind of want to be a predator?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be hunted. That's like I've thought about that. I see animals. I'm like they're free, but also like they're not the top of the food chain.
Well, I think everything gets hunted.
Yeah, but, so there's always a trade-off.
That's part of life.
Like you don't pay taxes, but you gotta watch your back and so you don't get eaten every day.
So what do you got going in Austin? that you're excited about compared to LA?
This week, episode 6 of the High Tonight Show coming up. We're going to be interviewing some really badass people. We got a cool musician, MC Lunchbox. We got, who else? Man, I can't even think of all the names right now. I'd have to fucking list them all off. We have a special guest coming in.
Yeah, list them off. Name them.
The guy from Chiba Hut, where I still haven't fucking even tried their food yet. Their subs.
Oh, yeah, you were saying you're a big fan of bread.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll fucking eat a whole foot long, man.
Yeah.
I'm made of bread.
What's the best bread? Sourdough.
Sourdough. Yeah. Yo.
Yeah?
Sourdough, dude. I love it. But
And you
it's
get
got to
it
be
scored.
toasted a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
Slightly toasted. Yeah.
And buttered.
Yeah.
Fat, never hurt anyone. You know, fat is like an excellent source of energy.
I'm just full of it, aren't I?
Well, I think we're all full of it.
I'm full of energy.
Yeah, that's part of being human.
Got energy in my ass.
Yeah. Just in case. It's an efficient form.
I think there's, weed gets stored in fat cells.
Yeah.
Got a lot of weed and energy stored in me.
Yeah. For at least a couple months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stay high a couple months.
I swear, sometimes, you talk about going sober. Like if I ever catch myself not smoking and like maybe I haven't eaten and I do something a little physical, you might like start burning off fat or something like that. I swear I feel like residuals, like some type of little high coming off of it. Maybe that's just normal high.
I think
of
that's
working
real.
out.
Yeah. I think I've had that. Like if you like lose a couple pounds, you
and it was like drugs in
feel
those
like,
pounds.
yeah, I think so.
And your body burned off like all of its old drugs too.
Yeah.
That's all we are.
Dude, what if your fat is like all of your drugs? Mm-hmm. Holy shit.
I bet if you cut me open, I kind of smell like weed. They said that whenever I went floating yesterday, that my tank kind of smelled like weed.
How was it?
Like, it was fun, dude. Have you ever done that before?
I did it once.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was it? What was your experience like?
I heard on Rogan's podcast about this place called the Float Lab, and I would pass it every day while I was walking on the way to work. So I was like, okay, why not? Let's see what it's like. And yeah, I didn't get much. It was just kind of a weird experience.
Did you get naked?
I think so.
Yeah, and you laid there for an hour?
I think so.
What'd you think
It was a while ago. I think I was like learning to meditate or something.
You were oming to yourself or anything like that?
No, I don't remember. I mean, it seemed actually like a quick experience. That's what I remember. Like, I think it is 45 minutes or something.
Yeah, no,
but I think
felt
it was
every minute of this fucking hour.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it felt longer. I mean, I thought after 45 minutes that it had been over an hour. I had a whole nother 15 to go back in there and kind of do a little bit like of a warm up, a wrap up meditation. It was good though, man. It was good. It wasn't like a bad trip.
What was like your state of mind or, okay.
I wanted to go in, to solve something. I didn't have anything in particular, but it's always good that whenever you have an experience like that to like pick something you want to work on. And so I did start thinking about my life and like how, I've gotten myself into these positions and like how I achieve anything. And yeah, I was talking to you guys about it earlier. It was like the biggest thing I took from it is that I'm frustrated. Like I feel like I'm way beyond this person that I am. Like I feel like I'm a light being that takes care of Victor like a baby, and it's like a burden.
Yeah, like the higher consciousness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, behind me, like right about here. It always hangs out.
It's like yelling at you, like, do more shit. What?
Yeah, like stop jerking off.
Yeah,
you're always hungry.
Why?
Yeah, like wake up,
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah,
and it's funny because it's just like, when you're weightless like that, then you start becoming aware of how heavy this stupid meat body is, floating in 1,000 pounds of fucking salt water. And it's like, it does something to your psyche and you start thinking about stuff like that.
Do you believe in any kind of like psychic power through like, I don't know, mindfulness or meditation or not power, just like power? Like, why do people meditate is all I mean.
I believe that there's power. Yeah, there's power in it,
Yeah, what is the power? Like, how would you describe
what's your brain? We forget that everything that we do is based off of what our brain's telling our, tentacles to do. You know, like, so
These
we
things.
manipulate time and space as it floats, as it expands. Like, we're here, our body's electricity is examining something, it's moving quicker. I mean, you know, we register things with our eyeballs, and by the time we do that, it's already like lagging. That's already like a ping behind.
That's why they say there's no such thing as free will. Because like
what is your reaction? You know,
well,
what
I
is,
just
like,
think everything you do in the moment is determined, and they say there's no such thing as free will is crazy. Like obviously there's no free will in the moment if it's been determined by like a state machine or whatever consciousness is. But obviously you can affect change over time through your own, you know, efforts. And so like
we can carve fucking mountains.
I think it's like you just got to look at how entrenched you are in the determinism of anything that you're doing.
If you look at it too big, it becomes like too big, you know? But if you take it one at a time, like, you are capable of pretty much anything. It's crazy. But at the same time, it's like the way that we're doing it, like how, you know, getting all this shit set up like this, your brain fucking telling a little monkey tentacles to fucking do
Dude,
shit.
what you're doing, like getting on stage at Creek and like, you know, putting out shows.
Things that I just, you know,
It's the same thing.
they're
It's
thoughts.
like just content.
If I had kept to myself, if I had never expressed my want to be a talk show host, no one would have ever heard it and thought, hey, that's a good idea, and like fucking help me out with it.
Dude, talk shows are awesome. They're
it.
like the best shows.
I like it, man. I'm excited. That's exactly what I want to do. There's not too many Mexican American talk show hosts. I'd be joining. It's like me and George Lopez.
Yeah.
Arsenio Hall, Oprah, and then everyone else is white. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Are they white?
I think so.
Oh,
Jewish,
shit.
Jewish white.
We should just have like a website you could go to, like whatisthecurrentcolor.com. And then it just is a breakdown of like all of the people on TV and what shade they are. And we could just see like exactly what it looks like.
That would happen
But
fast.
don't you think people are just going to like, you know, eventually become like a tannish,
Yeah,
you know, whatever?
you would think so, but that's not how genetics work, man. They just like, it just skips around and shit. My son doesn't look like a mixture of me and his mom. He looks like a white boy. So, you know, no matter how much interbreeding we do and like how much like deep and down it goes, it's still just a random shoot of whatever we might end up looking like.
Yeah.
I don't look like either of my parents, but I don't necessarily look like not a Mexican.
I kind of want to cue the AI to filter weed. You know, like, okay, so there's so much stuff you could do with AI now. And if you can come up with these like regular expressions, it's actually a concept in computer science. It's like regular expressions. It's just like a way to code where you have like this really complicated symbolic language. And it's just basically symbols, letters, and numbers. And it can just like do logic, basically, very simple logic across many platforms. Like, you know, I don't know, just like it's generally usable everywhere you code. And what if there are regular expressions to somebody's like, what do you call it? Persona, like whatever they're putting on, you know, their character. Like, what is the ego? What is the ego?
Right.
Yeah, whatever that thing is. Then you get like these AI algorithms to learn on those expressions and be able to do work for you in your own way.
Man. I mean, what would you apply that to?
I don't know, like a Tesla bot, I guess.
What would it do? Like practically.
Whatever I would do.
Yeah. So then you'd have a bunch of yous running around.
I mean, I think that's the point of genetics. That's what DNA wants to do.
Would you be happy with that? You'd have like a couple of you.
Well, I don't think
You
it'd
could
be.
clone yourself
No, it would just be
completely and
like
it
a
was-
limited version in a Tesla bot.
Oh,
You know?
I see.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even have a physical body.
No, it would just be in a bot.
That's for legal reasons.
Yeah. We can't admit they have consciousness.
Dude, there'd be laws involved.
Totally.
Right? Then we'd have to talk about like computers voting.
We'll see. If this is version 1, we'll
That's
see what they come
something.
out with next year.
You've heard of that, right?
What?
Someone's getting represented in court by a computer.
I believe
first
that.
AI
Lawyer. Yeah.
which makes sense. That's all they do is reference old like laws and
Yep.
precedences. So yeah, that's all they do is
Diagnostics, research.
all they do is bring up facts. A good lawyer will find some old ass loophole, and yeah, of course a program would be good at that.
Yeah.
I'd be represented by a lawyer.
Yeah, if it was good.
You have a right to remain silent. If you cannot afford a lawyer, we will download one.
I guess everyone probably has like a more fair justice experience if that's the case.
I would take a lawyer, but I wouldn't take a judge that was a computer. Dude, if a judge sent my ass
I think
to
I'd start
prison-
with a computer judge and then make it easy appeal to a human.
Fuck. No, not a
Yeah,
computer
because like
judge.
you just get to program in the preferences.
No,
You eliminate most of the bias.
There's no programming involved with judges. They're all about like, I mean, it's all to their own discretion.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
what
It's
makes it so prone to corruption.
Fuck. That's scary, man.
But you want to like generalize all the good judges, like get them to train on one bot, and you do that by just feeding it data. How do you do that? Construct a Quizlet for those guys, and just have them answer a bunch of questions, and then the bot will like learn things from it. Like the AI will learn things. I don't know how it works technically, but that is like you got to feed it like examples.
Fuck. It would have to start fresh. It wouldn't. If it was doing something that was like, Judge Dredd. What was it? Is that what he was? He was like, but he wasn't a computer. But it was like the computer itself came and like judged you and read you your shit and did it all right there and then. I'd hope that it was, I don't know. It would have to start fresh. I wouldn't want it to have any of human input. I want it to like have its own opinion.
Well, what if it just like applies the laws as best it can?
Other than not killing people for no good reason, I'd want it to like start. Yeah, exactly.
Just make it really easy to appeal to a human.
Mm-hmm,
like one-click appeal.
An AI's interpretation of what the laws should be, as opposed to like giving it our laws.
Because I would take that as like a default justice.
Mm-hmm. And it would be corrupt. It would already be.
I think it'd be less corrupt.
But just starting off at what humans wrote down and then feeding that into the computer.
Yeah, get the best judges to like train it on like what would you do in this, and then but it doesn't even have to. It can just look at all the verdicts, and we supply the history, and they're probably already doing it.
They probably fucking are.
Yeah, like we're gonna take these large models. They're called GPT-3 is a large model. Why? I think because it's trained on a lot of data and it has a lot of neural connections. I don't know why, but they now are elaborating those. Like you can basically create 1 million startups just by calling the GPT-3 API. You wrap a UI around that. Now, it's not easy to make a startup. It's fucking difficult. So like, we'll see what ones are actually useful. But it is crazy how valuable those models seemed like they could be, especially if it's a step function. So I think next year we'll basically set the stage for our expectations, because GPT-3 can do what it does, but it's limited. It's rife with misinformation, and it's you kind of have to be able to question it. So you have to be smarter than GPT-3, not in all cases, but like you have to know how to prompt it.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's a whole nother language.
Yeah, like Google search.
I'm really impressed with how you do that. I want to see like how you do that. What you use to type in. Like, where do you begin? Like,
well, it's just like a question about anything. What's a question you have about anything?
So I wanted the AI to make a flyer for a show coming up, right?
Oh yeah.
But it kept giving me like, I don't know how to plug in the pictures properly, right? So if I give the prompt is, an example photo of me, but I wanted to insert it, it's possible that it can do that if you give it enough prompts, right? The way I've been doing it is just kind of giving it the photo, and then maybe I'm not describing enough, and it doesn't even use that photo. It uses kind of like some shapes from that photo, someone that kind of looks like me, but it doesn't actually insert it. I've seen you play with it a few times. It is that photo. What do you do? How do you have it like actually do that?
I don't think well, you can give it photos, example photos. And then I think there is maybe some way to weight those. I don't know. But generally with the Discord Midjourney, I found it's best actually to use simpler descriptions and like just keep elaborating those until you find something you like, and then you can create variants of that and then refine.
So for one, like the one you would put your photo and then you say what?
You want something really general until you find something you like, and then boom.
It just gives you a bunch of them.
Yeah. Like give me 4 variants. I mean, it does give you 4 variants.
And then you take that variant and you keep that going.
And then you can elaborate those and even.
Oh, shit. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Wow. That's just a whole nother level.
Well, it's just time, but it's not much time for what you get.
You do it through a computer though, right?
I do it through Discord.
On the app, on the phone, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I've been doing it on the phone. Yeah. That's fun, man. Yeah, you saw the one that I posted, right? I fed it in a photo, and so I fed it in a photo that I had of me in my garage in LA, and then I typed in it's just simply trippy acid, and then it popped out like 4 of those. But like I said, some of them didn't even fucking look like me. It just looked like a fat Mexican guy or something. And then I
find they're not very accurate.
Yeah, like it's very general, and then fucking heaven forbid there's a hand in there. It's gonna fucking throw 6 fingers guaranteed, like some goddamn creature.
Hi tonight,
dude. I'm gonna have you on. Let's talk about the fucking OGs, the OG pod. Yes. Talk about the production. Is it the OG? So you do the OG pod, but do you have like a name for the production studio here?
No, it's just it's just my podcast.
I like it, dude.
But I want to like make other stuff, but it's hard to produce anything.
Well, let's get to producing together, man. I want to fucking have you on and talking about
that'd be really fun.
A collaboration.
Let's collab. Let's collab.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh man, how do you feel?
That is off? That is a great flavor. Thank you.
I trimmed this myself.
That was anyway, weed is like, it's a fun part of life.
See, how can you get a computer to what? Okay, we could probably get AIs to automate and help growing weed, but quality.
Don't you want designer drugs?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Right.
Like
that are like customized to you.
Okay. So like, and so the most an AI would do in that situation is it would take my preferences, and it would maybe
put it in a pill.
Yeah. It would look up. Well, no, I don't know. A pill.
Yeah. Totally. A pill.
So it's what? Fully synthetic?
Yeah. Shit. Of course. It's going to be based on your DNA. It has to be.
And what would it do? It would have the same effects. So like, I want a sativa pill.
Yeah.
But it's not sativa. No. And I'd probably be able to tell the difference as like a contrarian fucking person.
Yeah. Having experienced the real thing.
I mean, what is a good example of something like that's already happening right now?
A good example of what?
Like a computer doing something like that. I think there's something like that. Maybe for medicine.
Well, anyway, I don't know. But these AIs are going to be fucking crazy. And I think that, we're going to get lawyer bots and healthcare diagnostic bots. It's,
Going deep into it, man.
I don't know. It's not even going to be that crazy. It's going to be like, oh, it's iPhones. It's. I think it's that level of a product.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's still just something.
Like you kind of remember life before iPhones and smartphones, right?
I grew up with that shit.
Yeah. We were talking about razors. Yeah.
I had the flip one. I had the Sidekick.
Yeah.
You know that one? So you take it out and you'd be able to move the screen, and the screen would flip, and so there would be a keyboard underneath where the screen was.
That's cool.
And so now you had the full fucking thing. And the rolly ball for the mouse. Man, fuck, dude, that's
no, they were so fun. They were so fun. Like all the little flip phones or whatever. But I
miss the keyboard.
The iPhone was like a fucking change, and then the Android was, a great change.
It was a moment in history. Like,
I think it was a dividing line.
Like evolution, like some fucking like seeing
totally
a monkey stand up straight or something. Like,
Yeah.
change the fucking
That's a crazy
game.
idea. Keep talking.
What?
Just about that.
Yeah, well, it's just like, similarities. Like that's along the same line. Like that's what it reminds you of. Like in the Kubrick movie, whenever was it Space Odyssey?
Yeah.
Like
Like it's the rock.
funny enough, it's exactly what he did. That's the imagery he did, was the monolith, which everyone compares to what an iPhone looks like. The black screen. That's what.
I don't remember the
You
monolith.
don't remember this?
No.
Dude, you gotta watch Space Odyssey, man. You'd fucking.
I think I've only seen a YouTube, but
Dude,
maybe I
yeah,
saw it.
you gotta sit down and watch this, because that's what happens. Is like he's showing these monkeys, these cavemen, and one of them discovers that you can like turn a bone into a tool.
Yeah.
And at that very moment, a monolith appears, and they all look at it, or maybe it's vice versa. Maybe they look at it, and then
Oh, I don't remember that.
and there's like the famous, dun, na, 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 like discovery and shit like that. The sound of discovery.
I don't remember it too well.
That's some historical
Space
shit,
Odyssey.
dude.
But yeah, the idea that when man, that was like what made man from monkey, is like man stood up on his hind legs. And just, I'm sure a lot of monkeys did, but like, it's still pretty crazy.
Probably a monkey that was.
It'd be so scary if a monkey just stood up on its hind legs. Like, shit, what does it know? Holy shit.
They do it. I mean, there was they had some. So what was it? Some chimpanzees. They were supposedly going through an evolution of their own. Like
Oh,
some
I've heard
monkeys.
about that.
Yeah. They were like discovering maybe metal tools.
I believe it. Could be possible. Why not, right?
Fuck.
What if the brain is just like a system of evolution? Why would humans be that unique? What, like, we're the only animals that can think things that is a human thought? That's like the ego.
It makes me wonder, like, if anything else was that smart. Like, supposedly, what is it? It was not seals. Is it seals? Whales? One of
yeah.
those.
Whales.
Fuck, orcas? I don't know. Maybe. One of them is like very similar to human brain, like really smart.
I think a lot of like dolphins.
Dolphins.
But I think all of them have like a similar, they're all mammals.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, man, and they rape each other, and they have different fucking dialects.
Yeah.
But they don't have iPhones.
Yeah.
Why
So
don't dolphins
we
have
went.
technology?
It was the monkeys. That's the ones that did it.
We're cooler.
I don't know. We're first.
If an octopus knew how to use technology, we'd be fucked. That's basically an alien.
Yeah. They're immortal. Some of them. One, like a certain species of octopus is immortal. It only gets eaten. It just
it
like
would
keeps
never
regenerating.
It would never die, for real?
I mean, they all die because they all get eaten eventually, but you can last as long as you can.
Damn, dude. What do you think that means? Do you think that like there's a kraken out there, or like a Tulu, one of those big ones, like one that's like we can't even see until like the seas dry up or something like that?
A kraken.
Like the ones that take out whole ships. You never seen that?
I was a little bit lost in that weed, but yes, I did see that kraken. Yeah, totally. But I didn't quite understand why you're bringing it up.
Oh, it makes me think that's probably real then. If something can live forever, like for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You know that?
Oh, yeah.
And so then it could get to any size.
But also tons of other animals like live for a long time.
Imagine an octopus that could like eat a whole whale or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know. Like, do you think the oceans are fully explored? Probably.
Mm-mm.
Seems like it. Okay. Yeah, they're not.
Aren't they?
I don't think
I
they
feel like they're
are.
not.
I don't think we have a great understanding because it's hard to sense stuff. It's easier to just look out into space, than it is to like look into the ocean.
Yeah, there's like that meme. They say like we know more about the moon and space than we do the ocean.
I don't know if that's true,
Is
but
that not true?
how do you figure that out? Like, do you categorize all the information and get a pie
We just
chart?
haven't explored
right?
all of it. Maybe there's just so
I don't
much
know.
of it.
I don't think we have a lot of sensors in the ocean. Like trying to figure out what's going on. But there are a lot of ships, and they probably all have like, you know, accurate maps and stuff like that.
I know I wouldn't go down there.
To the I wouldn't trust.
I wouldn't even.
I don't know if they can build a spaceship, they can make it go underwater, right?
I'd take a submarine down. How deep do those go?
I think they can go all the way down.
Pretty fucking deep.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I mean, it's a material science problem. If there's like a reason to go down, like you can build the metal, I'm sure, possible to like withstand the forces.
Personally, I wouldn't want to go to. I mean, I've probably been pretty fucking deep. I went to those inner space caverns. I think they said that's at least a mile down or something like that.
You've been underwater?
No, not underwater, but here in Texas, there's inner space caverns, which is like the under lakes, but like this is just a cave that goes deep into the earth, and I felt like real claustrophobic.
Who was the director of Avatar?
Oh, James Cameron.
Didn't he like go diving underwater and like do a bunch of research on Titanic?
He sure did.
In like a submarine?
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
He made some like he made like his own submarine or some shit.
I wonder
like
what he
that.
saw.
Probably some weird shit. Probably some Avatar shit.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of that. Like things that like are bioluminescent and shit like that.
You know, that was one of the most expensive movies. I just like looked this up for whatever reason. I think it was on the
Avatar or
news.
Titanic?
Avatar was one of the most expensive movies ever made.
Well, fuck, he made billions off of it.
Good.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I mean, I'm not that deep into it.
No,
I
just
like
kidding.
watching it.
Like, it is beautiful to watch. I haven't seen the new one.
He's a good director. You seen the Terminator movies? Fucking
Yeah,
Terminator
those are awesome.
2?
Yeah. Those are awesome.
It's flawless, man. I got to show my son that.
You think he'll appreciate it?
I think, age 6, I think is a perfect age just for him to see that. I'm pretty sure that's the age I saw it.
I can't watch any old shit.
Yeah? What do you mean old?
I mean, like, 10 years, 20 years.
Why?
I mean, I can if it's really good.
What's the most recent thing you've been watching?
Nothing really. I watch a lot of YouTube. That's my entertainment time is YouTube. Podcasts, YouTube.
So nothing scripted, nothing like produced like that?
No.
What's the last been a while. Movie that comes to mind?
I'd have to look at my Netflix. It's been
what?
Yeah.
Man, dude. Well, you have a Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I like,
So you've seen movies.
Yeah, no, I've seen like everything.
What's your favorite movie?
In what genre?
What's your favorite comedy movie?
Comedy? Maybe, honestly, I hate to say it, but it's basically, I don't know. There's like a ton that come to mind. But I really like, what is it, Bird Revelation? Just the intro to the Comedy Store.
Oh, yeah.
Of Bird Revelation.
Yeah, the Dave Chappelle special.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
I did like that.
Those more recent ones, they came off kind of preachy. I liked his earlier stuff where he was just like loud and did a bunch of characters.
The trans hate.
Oh yeah, all that stuff too. Yeah. It had all that stink on it too. I was really impressed actually. Netflix, they stuck by their guns. They didn't pull that shit off at all. They were like, we don't care.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
They did it, dude. But I don't know at what cost. Fucking yeah, Dave Chappelle's cool, dude. It's wild. I love the show. And I'm glad he's still doing comedy. I like his hustle, man. He's a hard fucking worker.
What about Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart, he's cool too. I always love Soul Plane. That movie getting bootlegged is like one of the big reasons he shot to fame.
I haven't seen this stuff.
It was like one of the biggest bootleg movies out there. It was just downloaded so much and like distributed in like DVDs and fucking just handed around and shit. That thing was like a legend in the streets. Fucking, you never seen that movie? It's got Tom Arnold in it.
I mean, maybe
That's
I have.
Funny.
Yeah. I don't know.
Kevin Hart, him and The Rock.
He's like a brand. Like these guys got brands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. They're worth a lot of money. They're like industries. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've never. Anyway, this is something I've been thinking about. How like cool that is that people can compete on that level now, like industries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I mean, you're a walk-in business,
Everyone is.
An ecosystem, yeah, that's exactly how you have to think about it. You go down a whole fucking
Well, it's
village.
not even about a business. It's like everyone just exists in, a network of all of the things that they're engaged in.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
however,
so huge. Yeah.
yeah, right. And so some people have figured out how to like capitalize on that, I guess. I don't know. But it seems like, or build these, I think it's about attention, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can wield a certain amount of attention, then you can point it at stuff. And that's really valuable.
It is.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder, why I even want. It's weird that if everything goes right, we're going to be in those positions. Do I want that for myself?
Well,
it's crazy. It's a big responsibility.
I mean, I think more people are just going to be doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As we get more towards 10 billion on the planet.
How many are there now? God, I hope
7 or 8.
COVID didn't slow us down.
Well, so it's going to get to the point where things that are niche are going to have, hundreds of millions of fans anyway. And like what's famous is going to have a very different like feel and perspective to it. Like, they say the future, everyone's going to be famous. Like that's going to be a big part of the economy. There's going to be consumers and producers. And like, it's funny how America
that's probably true.
Is like making producers.
Yeah, but that's like an advantage over China.
Yeah, we don't necessarily all consume our own shit.
Not to taunt them.
There's more of them. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, they win in numbers.
But they like American shit.
Do they?
I think so.
I don't know. I have no idea. I think, what are the cool countries? Like, what countries have stuff?
Japan.
Yes.
Tokyo.
For real.
That's not a country, but...
well, yeah, I mean, Japan is.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not good at
I don't know either.
I'm not good at geography.
There's cool cities. Every city's probably cool, and you just like find something you like about that city. Mm-hmm. But there's probably like New York is kind of incomparable to LA is kind of incomparable whatever cities. So each city has its own vibe.
What cities have you been to?
I don't know. I've been around a little bit.
LA?
Yeah.
Where were you born?
Michigan.
Michigan. So Los Angeles, Michigan.
Oh, wait. I mean, I was born in California. I was raised in Michigan.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, my son was born in California. He's Hollywood royalty. Yeah. I need to go back out there, dude.
You like it?
I miss it. I want to.
The LA
like
sun.
The beach.
It's a very warm sun.
I know it's like kind of rainy right now. I think it's flooding or something like that.
That's great. Like they always need water.
I mean, I guess it was. Yeah. For a while, it was in a drought, and now, I don't know if the drought's still happening.
Meanwhile, they live next to the ocean. It was like you got all the water right there.
Yeah,
crazy.
I remember thinking that every year when the fires would happen, and they talked about
they're like,
the drought.
Yeah.
Like, well, it is right there.
The ocean's right there.
I don't know how any of that works. I remember they would talk about how it used to be way foggier and way smoggier, and that they had cleared that up from the 90s. I never noticed. I mean, on a certain day it would look pretty bad, but mostly it was a pretty clear sky out there. But
are you worried about climate change?
I don't think. I mean, I noticed things changing. I noticed like harsher winters and like we're having once in a lifetime experiences like with these freezes and stuff that were happening recently, and they maybe they want to say that was part of that, but I don't know. I don't know if I don't want to say that I don't think it's real or not, but it makes me wonder what the true effect humans have on the earth in the short time we've been here, and like
if cows have an effect, humans have an effect,
right? Yeah, compared to like what the type of shit that a volcano will do to the atmosphere, and those have been erupting lately.
Well, there's definitely a carbon cycle and a way that the earth cleans itself or whatever maintains itself. Mm-hmm. Although I don't think we have a great understanding of like how to control those mechanisms, except it does seem like CO2 in and out, and then you could have a thermostat that everyone could vote on with an app And then we could all just be like, we want a 72. And then you're like, okay, take more carbon out of that area, and then like, release it here or whatever.
Dude,
I don't know. Is it possible, like in the future, probably to control weather?
Oh yes, yeah.
It seems like getting carbon out of the air, like, is that an impossible problem? Is that like a world-changing problem? I don't know. Maybe it is. Like, don't you think we'd figure it out?
It'd be a new way to we always just use things like that and weaponize them.
What if it was like giant fans that like somehow cleaned the air while like producing diamonds or whatever? I don't know.
Shit.
Like carbon is useful. That's like useful to capture.
That's what it is, right? That's what everything is. Carbon pressed into a diamond.
I think they want, anyway, less CO2, more oxygen. I don't know what.
Yeah.
But that's highly combustible. So, yeah. Pick your poison.
They'd be flooding places that they didn't want, like for money and stuff like that. Just to make money off of it if they can control weather like that. That's scary shit, dude. We're going deep. OG's podcast.
We're here. Are we queer? No, we're not queer. But we're still here.
Danny's queer.
Oh, get used to it. That was the end of it. Wasn't that the chant of like the 90s?
What?
For like gay rights?
Oh yeah, they were there and they were queer.
Yeah, and we were all supposed to get used to it. It's like, fine, we're used to it. Now everyone is everything.
My son might be a brony.
Yeah.
I've talked about it. But it's a female pony. So
what do you think about pronouns? Can I ask?
Pronouns?
Or is that a blacklisted?
Yeah, I respect them. I fuck them up, I don't think I've ever offended anyone. But like, yeah, I've been called she all the time. I look like a female sometimes. What are you gonna do?
Do you ever try playing into it wearing makeup?
Yeah, I'm a hot chick, dude. You ever seen? I'll show you a photo, man. We could fucking pull it up.
You got the phone.
So yeah, I'd have to fucking look for it. But I went to film school, Vancouver Film School, for makeup for film and television, and we had to do beauty throughout every era, and they dressed me up a lot. They loved my cheeks. They said I had good face structure. I was pretty as hell. I got these full lips, shit, good eyes for fucking shadow.
You could be a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll show you, man. I'll show you after this. I got some fucking sexy ass pics, but I don't know if I do it for like a role or anything like that. But it's nice knowing I'm hot.
Yeah. Would you monetize on OnlyFans?
Ooh, I'd sell some feet pics easily. Yeah, no problem at all.
How much?
I wouldn't do it. Oh man, I don't know. What do they usually go for?
You got to think about like you're taking time to compose a shot that at least is
requests,
like
someone asked me like, hey, I'll give you $100 to like step on some eggs.
$100, yeah, easy.
Yeah,
$100.
Do that. Yeah, $100 to step on some eggs.
Yeah, I'll do that all day. Oh well, that I don't know.
Yeah,
300
like the shells. Like,
yeah, 700.
Or like put your toes through jell-o for like 300. And I was just
I don't want to have to get jell-o.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that.
300.
You have
300.
standards? Yeah, 300?
No, yeah, 300.
I'll do that all day. Man, I'll do like 8 of those, bro.
Yeah, why not?
I'll do all the different fucking... I wouldn't put my feet in shit. That's a couple thousand, man. Oh, shit. You got to step in shit.
Yeah, I would just rather do like a ton of jell-o.
Bro. 10 G's. I'll get you a video of my fucking toes and shit.
I just do like 3 jellos,
Just do 3 jellos instead. What else?
Just farm jellos.
But I wouldn't put my foot in no one's ass or nothing like that. Unless she's pretty.
Yeah, foot's an ass.
Yeah, that's a whole... We got to work our way up. Start at the pinky toe.
Yeah. Anyway, OnlyFans, let's monetize. I do have an
OnlyFans. You could find it, Victor Martinez Jr., but it's just my sets.
What do you think is going to be like? Where are people going to spend their time watching content in the future? You have all these different places: Netflix, HBO, YouTube.
It'll be like
Spotify,
a mixture between Netflix and Facebook,
Meta, or whatever.
Yeah. Like if you could do both at the same time.
All these social networks are competing for time.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think TikTok should be banned?
Oh, No, the only reason they were banning it was for like because China was in charge of it or something like that, and they're like storing data.
Yeah.
And like, you know, they're actively trying. I mean, the videos that they're allowing us to circulate supposedly are harmful to our, I don't know, to our brains somehow, because it's just like it plays towards the dumbest part. And apparently the TikTok that they feed their own people is like
So do you think
like for education?
Yeah,
Like there's
right.
an educational TikTok in China that we are not even.
So do you think there should be government mandated content guidelines?
No, I think they should just let it go as long as everyone's aware of
The company should self-moderate.
Yeah, like people, you know, it is a choice ultimately. Like I'm glad that it's available. I don't think you should ban it per se, but
Like Rumble should be able to host anything.
yeah, as long as it's not hurting nobody physically and no one's like losing any money or nothing like that, or like, you know, they have to be aware and they have to accept the all the things, you know, you got to read through it and
Well, luckily in the
know what
future
you're
they'll
getting
just
yourself
like
into.
have everything gated that's inappropriate, and then you opt in, and they'll make it in a way that, you know, there's no reason to just censor outright. And I think that if we have a law around companies being transparent in their censorship and promotion of content, which does make sense, like some degree, like, don't you think shadow banning is like pointlessly toxic as a concept?
Well, I mean, I've been shadow banned. I know that. And I hated it. It sucks that you have to like start all over and you
But
don't
how do you even
know.
get shadow banned? Like you get on the
I was
list?
personally posting like just memes that I guess triggered people or something like that, or like maybe something risque, and it would just either the moderators or like one of my followers would flag it, and it got so many flags, and eventually my Instagram got deleted. But shadow banning, I think like the High Tonight Show might be shadow banned. Sometimes like I have all these followers, but I don't know if they all see the posts all the time.
It would be interesting to figure out like, why do these companies promote the materials and content that they promote, and like there's advertisers and then there's algorithms.
Sorry.
And that's primarily the content that people are seeing.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Do we have
Thank you
anything
again.
to consolidate?
At the end of the day, I'm just happy I came back, man. I'm glad I got you high. I think we're both pretty fucking high.
Yeah.
Can't wait to
Got
work
good
with
and high.
you more, man.
Just gonna hang
I
out.
like these new cameras you have.
That was a good
following
live,
shit.
whatever.
Yeah, I can't wait to
Is
see
it following
that.
you?
Yeah, it's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Look, you see it?
Yeah, I had originally wanted to make some YouTube videos. Maybe I still will.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, dude, it's fun.
Dope, man. Thank you again.
Yeah. So how do we connect and find your stuff?
Oh, yes, sir. Victor Martinez Jr. backup on Instagram, and The High Tonight Show on every platform. And you can find us at the Creek in the Cave last Wednesday of every month. We got January 25th and February 22nd. We'll be there this Wednesday night. It's going to be exciting, man. Hope you're there. I'm pretty sure we're going to be inside. Got a great cast. Yeah, man. We'll see you guys then.
All right. Hi tonight. Thanks, Victor.
Thank you, sir.
All right. See ya.